Okay, so here's a review of the X52 by SAITEK. You're going to notice there's no what kind of axis is what I call this, like a torso twist axis on the left hand throttle. The torso twist for a game like Mechwarrior is going to come from here. I personally felt like torso twist was more intuitive here, because especially for Mechwarrior 3, because I could, you know, I'm not really moving this that much. I'm either going like this, you know, controlling here. This though, I mean, I'll go, you know, going down. I sometimes would do that. So, let's say I'm trying to track somebody, and I'm really into it. I might accidentally go like that in the middle of combat. It does, though. And then also look at this. That's almost counterintuitive. I'm going to twist that way. But then you can't, and then to torso twist to, like, let's say I'm aiming down, and then I want to torso twist to the left. I have to go to the right and to the left. But before to do that, I would just go to the right to kind of look down to the right. And then I'd go like this on my previous, I think it was the X36. The jury's still out on that though, because I think it adds another level of coordination to the user in a sense, because that's something your whole, you know, it's a whole tendon group that's not necessarily going to be activated. And it also, I mean, how would I say it? I mean, it almost makes it so you want to be more aware of what your body's doing. So it almost requires another level of muscle memory. And I'm getting there. You know, these buttons are great. These buttons are amazing. Hats are amazing. It's got a great safe. I don't really use modes that much, or secondary throttle. I'm not really using this one, but I definitely use this one, this one, this one, this one. I use these guys, got this guy, these guys. These are great for communication, just rapid communication. What is it? Open communication, my target, attack. So, things like that. You know, you could just be like, bam, 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 done. Guys, you're on him. Bam, bam, bam. Your lance mate's on him. I think a lot of people are turned off by this. It's just tough. And then auto center actually won't help you if you're still holding it that way. You know what it is? That kind of torso twist in a actual BattleTech environment or virtual world environment would have been controlled at the feet. So you wouldn't even be torso twisting that way. It's not canon torso twist to be twisting from the right hand. You would never have seen that in a BattlePod simulator. It would always be at the feet, or the feet would be deactivated for novice or or what it called beginner mode. Now the temptation, of course, is to turn off full torso twist in the settings, but the sit down a minute. The reason why I don't want to do that is because of the there's a thing you can do with pulse lasers and other types of lasers. These things get dusty. Well, that's actually a hole. You can do this thing where you have a laser on your head. Imagine this is your mech. You can have a laser on your head, laser in your torso, and lasers on each arm. So you can actually be at improper twisting, like really out there twisting, where your right arm, your right torso won't fire, but your left torso and left arm and your head might, things like that. And you can just pull off really amazing, trying to take off one leg kind of constant drilling on a target to quickly like take a leg off with that full torso twisting on there. I like that. Now if you own the 52 here, you may notice that this gets dusty faster than the 36. My what is this? My throttle control isn't as dusty as my primary stick, but I mean it's pretty dusty. It looks pretty gross right now from how dusty it is. Even though I clean it, I haven't gamed on it in a while, but pretty much clean it more than I used to clean my X36. It gets dustier quickly, and part of that is because of the type of sticky plastic that this is made out of. Listen, like you listen to it, it's like look at that, like kind of wipes off. The people like get really turned off by that, and they're not exactly sure why it's so sticky. The thinking is on it. I mean, I don't know if this is the thinking is on it, but actually, the more you use it, it will mold a little bit, not much, to your hand, and you'll see this is starting to look more like a seat leather or something like that for a car, and it's kind of gross. And then the more you clean it, the stickier and more like weird and liquidy it gets. But then the more you use the stick, it'll actually just meld to your hand. And so that's something that I found really interesting on it. So overall, I really do like it. Yeah, you know what it is? The torso twisting from this guy was a Sidewinder gimmick. It was a Microsoft Sidewinder gimmick that they had on it. And it wasn't, I don't know. I definitely think it's interesting. Could it add another level of eye-hand coordination? It actually could. I would be wondering to see if there's any pilots who, I guess the closest thing to a mech pilot would be an airplane pilot. Maybe a tank? But I'm wondering to see if theirs would do that. You never know, it might. Because if it does do that, then it has more value, because that's something you gotta learn if you want to get ready for real life. Because you never know when you start having mechs. So overall, I give this flight stick 10 out of 10 stars. Just maybe we'll play Mechwarrior. Alright, have a great night.